Hello and welcome to Space Run. Space Run is a fun side-scroller game where all the other parts of the game move in orbits. The player can move up or down using the arrow keys, and they can use the spacebar to jump over to new orbits. One interesting feature of the game is for the ability of the surroundings to move around as a rocket moves up or down, so everything is connected. Another main feature of the game is the fuel box. So when you move to a new orbit, you lose energy or fuel. And if the player presses F, the fuel will come to the player. So because the motion is all circular, it's a bit difficult to notice how the screen moves around you, but you can see that when more planets come around. And to define the path, or how the movement of the fuel box, I use an AI algorithm. And I also use the recursive function, but because the recursive function works much slower than the AI algorithm, the program mostly runs on the algorithm. Another feature is for the ability for you to collect stars. That can increase your score. And another interesting aspect of the game is that as the farther you get in the game, the larger your orbital radius becomes. And this highlights an important aspect of the game in that as you get farther away from the center, your orbital radius increases, and so the amount at which the angle changes each frame, essentially the slope, starts to matter a lot more. And so to account for that, I redefined the rocket's movement so that it accounts for the large increase in the radius. And if you've noticed, at the end of the game, the planets start to move a lot faster, and this is because of the large orbital radius. And finally, the game will end if you move past the boundaries or run out of fuel, as we just saw. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the game.